All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and kick this thing off on this Sunday morning, or afternoon, I should say, Sunday evening. It is the 16th of August. Guys, I am Desmond Lighten, 2.5K Global Expansion Team member. If I haven't met you, I've met you. Man, we just not getting back from a STS, a success training seminar in Houston that I went down there not expecting to get much out of it, but I think I got the most I've ever gotten before. I'm so excited. I've never seen so many people in GDT in one spot. We had the most people we ever had ever at an event, and it just made me happy to see everybody and meet all these cool people. And today I got the honor of bringing up a guy that just did something. Him and his team just did something marvelous. Last month he closed 1.5K get. That means that him and his team did 1,000. They did over 30,000 volume points in a month. That's $30,000 worth of business in a month. That's $30,000 worth of products entering the marketplace. And we all know every time the product enters the marketplace, so that's somebody starting a healthy active lifestyle. There's somebody else making the change in there and making the decision to get better. And that's marvelous. So without further ado, congratulations, Deontay. I'm going to bring up 1.5K Get team member, Deontay Turner.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Like Dan said, y'all, my name is Deontay Turner. I've been in the business, actually, this last STS made 1 year for me. So I wanted to share with y'all my story, how I got started with Herbalife, and just give y'all a few nuggets. I ain't going to keep y'all too long, but I want to share my story. A little bit about how I got started in Herbalife. Desmond is, basically my sponsor. I got started through a guy I met in Northwestern, who's Desmond's fraternity brother. He's not technically doing the business right now, but from day one, Des and Taya took me under their arms, taught me everything I know about the business. They're my sponsors. So when I first was introduced into Herbalife, all I wanted to do, was get better results. I had lost about 40 pounds on my own, but it got to a point I felt like I was working, extremely too hard to do it, man. It got hard, just to say the least. So I know what it was like to, eat tilapia and grilled chicken and, the way the normal way, as they say. But I heard about Herbalife and I gave it a try. And all I wanted to do, was get abs. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't know anything about, you could be successful with it or have an actual career with it. Taya, who, mentored me, man, tremendously in the business, she would always invite me to different events, which is like called the Success Training Seminar. And I would always, turn them down. I just wanted to, go out and party, have fun. I was having a good time. I had just moved to Houston, Texas, having the time of my life. But when I say having the time of my life, I was really running away from something. I was very stressed out with my life because, I graduated from college. I have a college degree in business. I was working full-time at AT&T, but I wasn't happy at all. I was kind of just going through the motions with my life. And I was looking for something to, fill that void in my life, but I didn't know what it was. So I would pray about it. I say, God, just send me a sign, send me something. I don't like this lifestyle I'm living. I hate this. But the way I would, basically, find my peace per se was in an alcohol bottle. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody know me, I wanted to turn up every weekend, Thursday through Saturday. That was my swag. That's what I wanted to do. It was July 2014. Basically what happened was, anyone that knows me, I have a very close relationship with my mama. Like she's my heart, like I'm the baby of the family. But, she always gave her all to me, my brother, my sister. She went without. She put us through college. Anything I ever wanted in life, my mama made sure we had it. So I was at work one day at AT&T, and I got a call from my aunt, she told my mom was diagnosed with colon cancer. And, when you hear something like that, your heart just kind of dropped. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect nothing like that to happen. So my first thing, I just went, I'm not a very emotional person, but I went in my locker room at AT&T, and I just started crying. I was like, man, it hurt me so bad. And I told my boss, I'm going home today. I went home. My mom, she had surgery. Doctor removed all, the cancer, thanks to the grace of God. And they invited me to another event. And I said, I'm going to go to this event. What is this about? I don't know what it was that clicked in my head, but I actually went to the event. I say, if she thinks enough of me to continue to invite me to these events, let me go check it out. So I had been technically an Herbalife member for 8 months. I went to Houston STS August 20th, 2014, and I saw like something that changed my life, man. Like, I didn't know that Herbalife had this whole other successful side. I didn't know that. I was just shakes, tea, and tablets. So I went there, and I heard some powerful speakers, man. I say, dang, these people are really, I say, either, you know, this some type of scam, or these people like high on something. They jump around in the building. You know, I was sitting in the very back of the STS. It was me, Derek, and Gabby. We're sitting in the very back of the room. And actually, if you scroll down my Instagram, which I know y'all ain't gonna do that, but I watched the video yesterday. Dez came. It was on the video. I said, "What's up, Dez?" He said, "Hey, man, y'all moved to the front of the room." Like that. So I moved to the front of the room, and by the end of that event, I was inspired like never before, man. I saw a vision for myself, and I realized that, man, this Herbalife opportunity is real. You know, I say it's real. You know, I still was a little bit skeptical. But that event was my first event. I went to 2 more events after that. And I came to an event, there was a lady called Meta Hildegard, and it's really funny because I prejudged her as an older white lady. And I said, man, this is going to be a boring event. You know, it's going to be boring. I prejudged her, but her event was the one that really inspired me, told me, you know, you need to do a 90-day plan to be successful. You need to, you know, get to the basics, write down your goals and be very clear about what you want. So I did exactly that. I wrote down a 90-day plan. I would write on my mirror every day. And the subject I want to talk to y'all about is called revisiting your why. Like I say, anybody that knows me, I'll just be clear about it. My why is to retire my mom. Like, I've had so much fun in my life. You know, I've pledged a fraternity. I've traveled to many different places. But I was always missing something. I think I found it in Herbalife. Well, I know I found in Herbalife an opportunity to retire my mom. That's my why. Like I said, I worked for AT&T 3.5 years. I didn't go to college and get a degree to do that, you know, and just settle for that. I worked there 3.5 years, working hours like 10 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night, and it was very stressful. So through the Herbalife opportunity, I was able to leave my job 3 months ago. I was very scared when I did it. I was very scared. But, you know, through personal development, man, if you're not doing personal development, I encourage you to do it. I started on Jim Rohn. Actually, Taylor sent me that. If y'all haven't checked out the Jim Rohn piece on YouTube, it's called Take Charge of Your Life. And walk away from the crowd, you know, you really have to take a chance of your life. So I took that risk. I took the calculated risk. You know, it's like I said, it's not about the money, it's about helping people. But it came a point where I was making the same amount of money I was making AT&T with Herbalife. And I was never doing it for that. But when you helping the people get what they want in life and you connect with the right people, you know, you're in the right situation, it's just going to happen. So I left my job, a place I was very happy about. And guess what? It's the best decision I've made in my life. I had my manager got one of my coworkers to text me the other day, and they say, Deontay, when is your fit camp? So my manager want to know what my fit camp is, so he come and check us out. I say, well, you know, we're not having a fit camp Saturday. We have a success training seminar, but you're more than welcome to come. So I think that's hilarious. Just imagine my manager signed up under me. But it's not about that. What I got from the event, the guy, Keegan, he reminded me of Meta, because once again, I thought it was going to be boring. The guy, you know, his parents, he grew up in Herbalife, per se. His parents done Herbalife all their life. So they were rich. Just say it at least. They were rich people. But they made him work. They didn't give him nothing. He worked for everything he had. And his story, man, out of all the events I went to so far, I say, man, this event woke me up once again. He told me, Deontay, get back to the basics. And, of course, he didn't literally say Deontay, but when you connect with somebody like that in an event, you know, you say, they're talking to me, right? So he said, get back to the basics. Affirmations. I wasn't one to always believe in affirmation and stuff, but I feel like that's my way to connect with God through Herbalife. You know, him using me to go out into the world and spread the positivity and hand this opportunity to someone else. So say, be clearly defined in your goals. I know I want to be a President's Team member. You know, when I wrote on my mirror that I want to be Active World Team and I want to be Get Team, you know, I would write it down and I would get up every morning to tell myself, I am Active World Team, I am Get. And I really had no idea how all this is going to happen, but I would get up and I would say it every day, and I believed it. So I'm a firm believer in that if you speak like life into a situation and you say, I want this out of life, or I'm going to have this by then, there's nothing wrong with that. So if I sit here and say I want to be President's Team, by July of 2016 extravaganza, it might be far-fetched to some people. But if that's what I believe it can happen. Now, how it's going to happen is none of my business. I know I'm going to do it, enough work to do it, right? So you got to be clearly defining your goals. And you have to believe you can achieve. Now, first of all, you have to have a burning desire, y'all. If you really believe in your heart that you can do this, man, go out and make it happen. There's nothing wrong with you dreaming big. I used to think it was something wrong with, I was the type of person, I was shy away from the spotlight and stuff. I say, man, I want a nice car, I want a nice house, but that's a little materialistic. No, if that's what you want, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting a 3-story house. There's nothing wrong with wanting a house by the beach. But the thing is, know that your why is strong enough. Know your why is strong enough for wanting to have this thing. And when you go back and revisit your why, I know that I deserve this. I know my mom deserves to not work. If I'm not working right now, my mom don't need to work. So I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make it happen, y'all. So I just want to encourage y'all, man, to be 100% sure everything you want to do. And like I said, we all connected through Herbalife. And I believe that everybody on this call right now, you want to get something from the business. You want to get better health results or whatever it may be, because you wouldn't get on this call. So being that you are taking your time to get on this call, being that you are taking your time, however long it take you to get to where you want to get in Herbalife. If you can, give that much time to, partying every weekend or, working a 9-to-5 job every day, you can give your time to Herbalife. You can give it 1 to 3 years. And guess what? I guarantee you, mark my word, anybody that's on this call right now, if you stay connected, like I talk to my sponsors a lot. If you stay connected with your sponsors, you stay connected with this family. I love Herbalife, man. I love seeing the positivity. And if you stay connected with this, I promise you, you will reach the president's team, man. You will. And we deserve that. Like Desmond said one time, he said, it's not that I'm on a high horse. It's just your vision not too high. So let's get it, man. But, man, I just want to encourage everybody, man, to find out clearly what your goals are and go after them. Like, be 100 in everything you do. Now, this next guy I want to bring up, our person that's sponsoring to the business, he just hit a major milestone in the business. He just hit Active World Team, y'all. He got a chance to walk the stage at the STS we just had yesterday. He's building a major team down there in Lafayette, and I want to introduce him, Brandon Wheatley. Yeah, you should probably take him off mute, though.
All right, B. What's his number? He can unmute himself though.
Hey, Brandon, unmute yourself, brother.
What's the cell?
Brandon is 5550.
I got him. You live, baby.
Can y'all hear me?
We hear you.
Thank you, Deontay. Like I said, my name is Brandon Wheatley, and being that he strongly talked about why, I want to start off with why I do this. I've been doing the business for a little over 10 months now. It's kind of funny how I got started, really. But first I want to start off like what I said with my why, and my why is quality of life. I talked about it this weekend, a little bit. I was kind of rushed, but I really want to go into detail about it because if you really think about quality of life, it comes down to time and money. And I feel like my time is very important to me. So with my time, I want to spend with my family and friends. Anybody love their time, so that's who they want to spend it with, their family and friends. But to better enjoy that time with your family and friends, you have to have money. That's why time and money, works hand in hand. To have a better quality of life, you have to have those two. So all our lives we've been told, if you want money, you gotta go out and get some income. So we've been conditioned to, go to school, get a good education, and in turn we're supposed to get a good job, But it doesn't always work out like that. Because I didn't went to school. I got a bachelor's degree. I'm currently now back in school working on my master's, but I'm doing that part for myself. But, rather than society allowing us to find the thing that we love and the thing that we want to pursue, we are told that we must work, and I don't agree. I never agree with those terms. I feel like my time is worth more than a job would pay me. So when my sponsor Deontay presented this opportunity to me, a year ago, I was skeptical just like everybody else, and I didn't believe in the possibilities that it can hold. And I mean, with that said, I said I've been in the business for a little over 2 months because I didn't even open my box. I had my box on the floor in my in my room for 2 months. Every day I would just look at it. But Deontay stayed on me, he was persistent. He never forced me to do anything. He always was like, well, whenever you're ready. But the point is, he didn't give up on me. So one day I decided to open that box. And I feel the day I opened that box was the day I changed my life forever, And I want to go into the new promotion I just hit, Active Well Team. And what Active Well Team, I feel, what it means to me is exactly what it said. I have an active, well team. I'm building a team that is very active in the community. They're going out and helping people. They're very positive, excited. They love what they do. And it all started, if I would never open that box, who's to say, all these different lives to be touched. But it all started with Deontay, man. He was persistent. He never gave up on me, so I'll never give up on anybody that I personally put into the business or their team or my clients just because of that one example he set on me, So now, being that after I talked about that, I want to go into one thing I picked up this weekend from the STS attitude. I really want to talk about attitude because everything we do, everything we are, it involves our attitude. So if you want to grow your business, you have to have a positive attitude. Jim Rohn, I wrote down a few things that I learned from Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn said the attitude diseases are like weeds that grow in the garden. It's normal, but it's a part of life. And that's true. Our attitude dictates everything in life. So if you're negative, your day gonna go negative. Let's say you out, you watching YouTube videos of violence. That's one thing, Keegan hit on. If you watching YouTube videos that involve shooting and war, and you're reading this paper that's involved in this negative energy, you're gonna attract this negative energy, and your whole day gonna be off, and that all falls back on your attitude. The people you surround yourself with, if they're negative in your life, it's gonna reflect on you. You're gonna adapt to that. So what you gotta do is you gotta handle the negative. Don't ignore it. I'm not saying ignore it. You have to handle it. You gotta find a way. Don't dwell on it. Just handle it. He also said, if you ignore the weeds, they will take over your garden. And that really hit me because that's true. If you ignore weeds in your garden, they're gonna take over. So he's telling you if you're ignoring the negative people in your life and not handling it, whether you have to remove those people out of your life so you can do better and your business can grow better, it'll never happen because you have that negative energy. So in order to remove the negative, you got to focus on the positive. Personal development is one major way that we use that to build ourselves. Keegan said it's a lifesaver, which I feel it is because if you're working on yourself, you're bettering yourself, and that comes off to people as, okay, he's changing a little bit, but you're changing for the better, and you're growing your mind, which in turn you're growing your business because if you build yourself, you're able to build better people or help people get better in their life, if that makes sense. Another thing, like Deontay said, you want to stay in touch with your upline because, your day might not be going great, but you can always talk to that person that brought you into business or that person above them that brought them into business, and they'll direct you accordingly. that always bring you in the right direction. You know, another thing that he told us that we should take advantage of is a gratitude journal. That's one thing I'm going to work on. I want to start on that tomorrow. Write down everything that I'm grateful for. Because once you list those things, you'll see how much your life will change, because you have a lot of great stuff going for you and you're not focused on that negative anymore. That's pretty much all I have. The STS was amazing, right? Mind blowing. At first, you know, I prejudged them also, because even when I first walked in the room, you know, the room was small. They didn't have that many chairs outside. I was like, well, dang, he must not be that good. But like I said, I prejudged him, and he delivered it. Like, I really think this was, besides the extravaganza, I really think this was the best event I've been to, hands down. Hands down. So anybody that missed it, man, I'm sorry, but y'all missed a great event.
Man,
I'll pass it back to Desmond.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I just caught it. I accepted it. I'm back again. Congratulations again, brother, on closing Active World Team. That's Mini President's Team, you guys. For you guys that don't know that, that's a really, really huge achievement in the business. So, I mean, I have the opportunity to share and close this call and give you guys some, you know, something moving forward, so how we can make this month the best month ever, because that event really was the best event ever for me. And I've been doing this for 21 months. I've been going to events every once a month, every month for 21 months. And this, you always learn something new. Anytime somebody's living a lifestyle that you would like, you know, you probably want to take some notes on how they got there. And that's what we had the ability to do. So I'm Desmond once again, you guys. And we've been really focusing on getting back to your why, because, you know, we can give you all the tools, all the support, all the DMOs that you can think of. But if you're not right here and you're not clear here on even why you're doing it, none of that stuff matters. And he got really clear on that on one of his sections, which for me, he gave me even more clarity. Because you guys, I've been doing this for 21 months, you know, and for me, when I first started, I just wanted nice stuff for myself. I wanted to be successful for myself and my family. I wanted financial freedom, and I didn't want to work for anybody. That was what I wanted. I wanted to replace the money I was making playing pro football. That's what I was doing before Herbalife. I had got cut, and I was making about $50,000 a year. I said, if I can make that, I'll do this. And I saw somebody on stage. They were Get Team, all right? And they had just made $5,000 in a month, and they had been doing the business for 2 years. I said, if that guy can do it, I can do it. That was my goal, and we did that. First year, made over $50,000 in the Herbalife business. Last month, you guys, Herbalife paid me. I earned just that $7,000. You know, so money has not been an issue for me for a while. I have not worried about the money. I've been able to chill with my grandmother and my family. I've been able to, you know, travel the world with the company, but I still find myself at times, you know, looking for something, like, what am I going to do? Because it's something so much more than just making the money. Once the money, because happiness is only tied to money. I don't know if you guys know this. Your happiness is tied to money. It is. Money is important on up there with oxygen to a certain extent. Once you get to a certain level of income where you can pay for your bills, you know, pay for some lifestyle and your expenses, then necessarily making more money doesn't bring you more happiness. Once you get over, about statistics say over 75,000, making more won't necessarily bring more happiness. All right. So I had to find out what makes me happy. And I got real clear doing this vision. He said, you know what, take a few seconds, picture yourself in that childlike state. You're a child, you can get anything you want. Like children, they're innocent. They really have limitless imagination, which is great. We need to lock into that. You can be living on a third floor in an apartment and you'll ask Santa Claus for a swimming pool. You know, it doesn't matter. So put yourself in that state. He told us to put ourselves in that state and just start writing what you want. And then he told us to circle the biggest deal. And one of the things that I put down that I want is I wanted to develop less self-attitude, all right, and less self of a mentality and more others. Focus on others and help others improve their lives. And then he said, okay, right, why do you want to do that? And I got down to the bare bones and I found out that I'm my happiest when I am giving to others, and I'm helping others improve their lives in some way, shape, or form. I got to stay in one of my guys, Derek, I thank you so much. I got to sleep on his couch at this STS. And I was in his bathroom, and I was thinking how excited I'm going to be when he gets to move his family into a new home because of his Herbalife opportunity. I was thinking how excited I'm going to be when he gets to buy his family a new car, a second car for his family. So that is when I'm my happiest, okay? That's my initial drive to do anything in this company anymore now that the money's out of the way. So get crystal clear on your why. So when I'm coming to you today, I want to help you guys achieve your goals, your financial goals, your health goals. And one of those ways that I can do that was given to me by Keegan. So Keegan's dad is Chairman's Club. That means that he has personally sponsored 5 people that made it to the president's team. Just to let you know, minimum if you're president's team, you're gonna earn $25,000 a month. And there are thousands of president's team members. We can all do it. He's created fortunes, all right, his dad has. So he asked his dad at one point, Dad, how did you create fortunes for people? How did you build such a massive, deal for yourself? And his dad said, you know what? A lot of it was timing and capitalizing on momentum that the company had. So when he got started, they had just started doing these infomercials, and they were the first nutrition, and we already got the best products in the world. They was the first nutrition company to do infomercials. He capitalized on that, and he helped a lot of people, deliver lots of products and value to the public with infomercials. All right, that was a huge wave. Set himself up for life and his family up for life. The next wave was e-commerce. So when people got on doing that, they set up themselves for life with e-commerce and these products. The next wave was nutrition clubs, okay? That's when Keegan got going. He was in the business for 2 years, and then you know what? Nutrition clubs blew up, set himself up for life, and a bunch of his homies, just his buddies, they're all set for life due to the nutrition clubs, which are still rocking, all right? And he says his dad has never been more excited because we got the biggest wave we've ever had right now. And that's in the form of the 3-day program. Using that tool that we have, that's our wave. For each and every one of you people on this call that I love, that you can take this company, capitalize on the momentum, using that tool, our support, we got the plan, and you can reach your goals. That's our wave right there. That's how you're going to start where you are right now and get to where you want to go, is the 3-day program tool into your business. Simply put, that killed it right there for me when he gave me that. And I want to give you a number. All right. We are like in the last 6 months, Green Dream Team has popped. We've popped 4 active world team members. All right. Once you reach the active world team, by the way, you're going to get to the Get Team. Get Team is career level income, your business. We've popped 4 of them. Okay. It starts off slowly, but it's about to explode. The next 6 months are going to be ridiculous for us. Last month, all right, we did $62,000 worth of business. Just last month. This month, you guys, it is the 16th. We're already at $30,000 worth of business. Our next milestone as a group is Millionaire Team. We will achieve Millionaire Team. That's $80,000 worth of business this month. We will do $80,000. This is our time. We've got more supervisors. I came outside after the STS and I saw this group and I was like, whoa, they all GDT. Like I was so shocked. Me and Deontay was like, we was like just like giddy with excitement, because this is what this represents. This is what doing $80,000 worth of business represents. You guys are not going to recognize yourself. That represents so many people striving to become senior consultant. So many people becoming supervisor, so many people becoming active supervisor, so many people becoming world team, and then so many people becoming active world team. And as you move up to these levels, your life changes a little bit. It gets a little bit better. You become a little bit better. I've seen this guy named Robert, man. Man, you know what? I got to ride down to Houston with him for the whole trip, and we bonded so much. And he said, thank you. Nobody's actually told me that I can become better. Nobody's told me that I can have whatever I ask for. I've never got that opportunity. He works hard. He's a manager of a huge store, works 12 hours a day. And this is the first time somebody said, you can become more and have more. And that's what we all have the opportunity to do. That's what Millionaire Team, that's what $80,000 worth of business this month is going to recommend. It's going to represent all of us becoming more so we can have more and impact more. I'm telling you guys, you're not going to recognize yourself in the next 6 months. I'm so excited to watch the people that's going to capitalize on this by doing 3 times more than they've ever done. How can you capitalize on the momentum? Ask yourself some questions. First of all, give yourself a grade. All right. Are you doing everything that you can do? Are you inviting as many people as you can invite to the fit camp that they got in Lafayette that's rolling? You know, Kevin Brooks and them out there killing it. Are you using the products like you're supposed to so you can feel awesome, so you can radiate greatness? Are you telling everybody that they can feel great too? Are you doing wellness evaluations? Are you inviting people to come down and do a wellness evaluation? Are you presenting the business? Ask yourself, how much are you giving towards that? All right. Once you ask yourself, am I giving enough? Do 3 times more. Okay. And you simply rinse and repeat and be grateful for where you are. That's how you capitalize on this momentum and get everybody to the next event, which is in Jackson, Mississippi. Everybody, Louisiana, we're going to have our own STS in the next 6 months. Until then, we're going to be blowing up Jackson and Houston. We're going to blow that joint up. We already blew the joint up. Somebody told us that our STS, our group at the STS, that looked like an entire STS. We're going to take that event and we're going to quadruple it in size just in Green Dream Team. All right, August 22nd is Mississippi STS. This month is 5 for 5. Every single person that's a supervisor has the opportunity to do 5,000 volume points. Herbalife's going to give you 5,000 and handle one of your cuts for Active World Team. So if you're on the call, that should be a goal of yours. Knock that out. Get it done. We're going to change our entire region. All right. I love all of y'all. Let's get it.